Hi guys, welcome back again. We are at 79% completion of the game. There's two things I want to briefly touch upon before continuing. That's first that Paul Serene does look a bit older. In the previous part I said that I couldn't really tell by the looks of Beth and Paul what their age was in game, like in the different timelines. Because Beth, for instance, really was 11 years older when she then in the last part compared to when she entered the time machine. I really didn't see that, but looking at Paul Serene now, I think he does look a bit older than the Paul Serene that you meet totally at the beginning of the game, when he is like in this t-shirt and maybe it's hard to tell, but of course in this timeline where we're looking at now, he's also suffering major Cronon syndrome. But where are we now? We are now in 2010. So that maybe mean that the guy who you meet for the first time at the university in 2016 is indeed a naive, between the brackets, innocent Paul Serene, and only after he enters the machine and everything goes to hell, he turns into this bad guy, and then he wants to go back to, somehow he has seen the end of time, then he travels back to 1999, and now 11 years later this is where he is. That also makes sense, that he looks a bit older now than compared to the start of the game at the university level. Second thing I want to touch upon is, it popped my mind. There's, I think, a little bit of a plot hole in the sense that Jack and Will grew apart from each other, and one of the main reasons was of course their difficult childhood, with Will being the custodian of Will, and their parents dying when Jack was also still a child, and of course in the end Will separating himself, dedicating himself fully towards his revolutionary field work in the sense of time science and time travel, and in the end also spending the family money on his research, and that spending of the family money is actually also what literally drove them apart. When at 2010 Will sold the the family estate, and that was the last straw for Jack, after which he simply said, okay, I'm leaving Riverport, never coming back again, I'm going to the Southeast Asia region. That money thing is a bit of a plot hole, because Will is working feverishly in the swimming pool workshop to rebuild the time machine, also because, or is he building only on the countermeasure? I'm not sure, but anyways, I think in 1999 he is informed by Beth, who traveled back in time, about the upcoming disaster of the end of times, and that he needs to take action to start to try to prevent it. Meaning that Beth was from the future, meaning she had a lot of knowledge about ways to make money, I would say. So there doesn't seem to be really a reason for Will to suck all the money out of the parental estate from Will and Jack, if they have such a wealth of opportunity to make money, given Beth's knowledge of future developments, like for instance the housing prices, The 911, September 11, actually exactly the same as how Paul made Monarch big. He also started in 1999 with nothing, and he started investing aggressively based on insider knowledge, like he knew what the future would bring, where prices would go. I can understand that Will is not doing that himself, because he is a scientist. He maybe has not that big of a commercial feeling, and besides that, maybe he doesn't have the time for it. But Beth surely would have. She is following in the 11 years that she is in the swimming pool area. She is, yeah, what is she doing? She's following Jack around a bit. She's training. She's learning to shoot, which is all pretty good. But in the situation where the main objective of building a countermeasure, and I think also maybe building the time machine, I'm now thinking why they would have rebuilt it. Maybe to get back Beth back, or they moved it, and so they moved it from the first workshop to the swimming pool, and he had to rebuild it there. That's their main objective, and that was being starved at one point out of funds. That's why he sold the family home. I think Beth could have better spent her time making money based on her knowledge of the future, instead of learning how to shoot, for instance. But yeah, so it's a tiny thing. It maybe can be explained away in the game, but yeah, it occurred to me that it's a bit weird, because that is the actual reason that Jack and Will grew apart. So that maybe should never have been necessary at all to come that far. Anyways, let's continue.
The Chronon field regulator, William's precious countermeasure. Need to keep it safe at all costs. The lifeboat depends on it.
Okay, this is the absolute confirmation that the Chronon field regulator is the same as the countermeasure. Good to know. Damn, he walks really slowly. Probably because of his progressing Chronon syndrome. Monarch Security Special Projects Lab. That's the core of the time machine. So pretty cool, those lights being on. He walks really slowly. He must be weak as a mofo. We have one computer to check later on. By the way, it also doesn't happen that often that games really let one of the good guys die off, and maybe in some weird circumstance he might come back. I don't believe so, but Remedy pulled it off with the death of Beth, which is still pretty baffling to me. Like putting so much energy, hope and suffering into your goal, and then in the end, probably it was for something. She helps probably save the world, but personally she did not gain anything of it. Okay, before I'm closing it, I need to find a computer. Let's try to do that. These are the armored suits of the heavies, I think. This is maybe the... Is this the machine gun stand? I have no idea. He walks so slowly. This is the fastest he can go. No, this is not the machine gun stand, it seems. Again, it all does look really true to life, like this super sterile laboratory manufacturing environment. CFR chamber, very nice, but where is the computer that we need? I think it's this one. Before I do it, because that means closing this door, I want to make sure it's not over here. Ah, we already went here. If it's here, then I was really blind the first time. So. And actually, it's from the location of it, it seems it's a bit further in this part of the act. But yeah, it can't hurt to make a little circle. Nobody ever was worse off because of walking, strolling a little circle. Alright, we are going to close the door.
CFR has been secured.
Mr. Serene? I'm in your office.
I'll be right there. Serene out. This soldier doesn't know how close to the end I am. I'm not afraid of death. I'm afraid of becoming the enemy. What that would mean for me, for the plan. I can feel it infesting my thoughts.
You are already the enemy. This is also the tragic part. Maybe he still thinks that he's doing the good thing, the right thing. Also funny, only hearing the footsteps. It reminds me a bit of Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater in the middle of the game. Where you climb this endless ladder and you only
don't know who to trust anymore.
You only hear the music and his footsteps.
Sophia Amaral. She wanted to activate the lifeboat before it was ready. She wants to sabotage my operation. Who knows what she's told Jack? Who knows how long she's been working against me?
What? Yeah. What's her agenda? I have no idea. Did she want to activate the lifeboat before it was ready? I have no idea. I mean, everything Hatch told Paul about Sophia was, of course, light through his teeth, because he himself is a con artist, or at least has his own hidden agenda. Cool office, I must say.
Sir?
I'll be right with you, son.
In Riverport, they eat a lot of Sicilian pizza. Boxes are damn near everywhere. Holy smack. This is good preparation, good coordination. I can learn something from that planning. There's that car again. By the way, I don't know if I already said it, but I googled it. YU1. Oh, it is YU1. I'm gonna do that again, and I couldn't find it. Maybe I did YU1. Let's. No, I think I did YU1. Y1 car. No, that does. YU1. No, I cannot really find anything. I did find it spelled differently, kind of a couple of pictures of trucks. So whether that is... wait, one more thing. YU1USA.com, that's the URL on the book. No, that's also not available. So whether this is like a real product placement or fictional, that is unclear. If it's fictional, I must say it's done pretty true to life. Same as with these, how do you say it? Neon signs. Could that be me in that suit? Or Jack? No, probably not. Same painting as in the Gull Island Monarch mansion.
I spent years living in the past, living in the safety of knowing what happens next. Years of planning, building. It's all come to this.
Holy smack, it's actually way later than 2016, the end of time. I thought it was December 2016 or something. Holy smack. That's awkward. Okay. But then how the hell could he travel in time so much far forward? As Will told Beth that she couldn't even travel from 1999 to... No, from 2010 to 1999 to 2016. That was impossible. Okay, whatever. February 28th, exit the time machine. This is the first time it was activated. First possibility to go, the farthest you could go back. Find the mystery woman, that's Beth. Recover from injuries. Yeah, what injuries? He got from being in the end of time? That could be. Write down notes on everything witnessed at end of time. Formulate plan with clear steps. Original. February 28th, exit machine. I cannot read the rest. 99. May, high profile investments. Oh, he didn't waste any time. Immediately got to act on his huge knowledge of insider trading. Keep it silent. Start low level investments. Monarch Foundation. He really didn't waste time. freaking got back from End of Time in 2021. And a month later he's already formed his multinational to be. Sell March 29, Dow Jones peaks record. April, search for Williams time machine. Okay, because William, I think, immediately removed it from the workshop at the industrial area at ground 0. And he moved it to the swimming pool, which Paul was unable to locate. Stock effects, June, Kosovo NATO peace. Oh, wrong stick. I'm eating a chocolate. Has been removed. Search for time machine has been removed from industrial area. Trail suggests machine was destroyed. Make sure. Going begin recruiting security personnel. CMG, Ford Motor, Dell, Monsanto, Corning. Mercenary groups, ex-military. Contact Gibson. Gibson, we strangled him at the hospital. Jack strangled him. September, prepare for .com bubble. Wasn't that before there? Contact Feng, Sensui launch, prepare stock purchase early. Woman from End of Time still not identified, must be found. Threatware plan. So I put him together, find him traveler. 2000. Time Warner sale by America Online. And that's like the same we had here in Europe. America Online, we had World Online, which was also the biggest scam ever. March, scout for chrono research team, seek out physicists specializing in chrono research. That's Dr. Kim. Dr. Kim recruit, highly regarded as Joyce's competitor in the field. Arrange PR campaigns, sell cleaning services, Kentucky spill. No sign of mystery woman from End of Time. Search continues. Female, red hair, late 20s. Linked to Joyce. Linked to Joyce. What is Joyce's role in this one at this point in time? He gets back. She is at the End of Time. Yeah, of course Joyce was present during the university time machine initiation, so maybe that is why he thinks there might be a link. She also being in a time machine. Start El Salvador groundwork. Begin tracking William Joyce. Holy smack, in 2000 already. Well, that's pretty long time. Start 9th September 11th investments. Need research, don't wait too long. .com bubble peaks. Sell stock selection number 13. Bush elected December 12th. Ready plan concerning Afghanistan. Okay, that's also where he made some money. Arrange PR campaign, blah blah blah. Okay, that's his 2000s. Kentucky PR.com bubble investments, America Online, blah blah blah. 2001. El Salvador earthquake, January 13. Let Juan S handle local infrastructure at 3.01. Sell WTC real estate, prepare Monarch PR. March, construct R&D facility Gull Island to be overseen by Martin Hedge. Start chrono research, real estate sales done, improve relationships with private military corporations, warrant Stevenson invest New York, collect assets, 10 million. Or something. No, that's the ID or something. June 5th, Allison, PR plus 8. Call Senator Roberts, offer Lockheed contract, so remaining set 03. Afghanistan evasion, October 7th. Send letters to senators, prepare for Homeland Security Act. Flight 587, November 12th. Don't recall what it was. Call Carla, public PR. El Salvador, Allison, Time Warner, 2001, Afghanistan invasion. Okay. 2002, media buyout, preliminary measures, growing questions about Monarch's true membership. Buy out all sources, media buyout. US to Afghanistan, wasn't that also already here? Afghanistan invasion, October 7th, US to Afghanistan, okay. Make GPL investment, invest in Iraq oil, establish relations with Facebook team, hold on to MX210, contact embassy 2 weeks ahead, plan 3, Afghanistan, apply for corporate cooperation, Senator Appleby, Homeland Security Act, Monarch stock rise, PR campaign against offensive actions, UN Security Council, lead on mystery woman found, spotted near Joyce's workshop, double security around workshop. Gull Island R&D facility complete. 2003, buy MATLAB tech, Livingstone found dead. No idea who that was. Again. New development manager needed. Okay. March Iraq, start private military corporation, like a Blackwater. Get involved with GPL, offer assistance, STS-107 disaster. STS is, I think, the space shuttle. I'm not sure, but I think so. April, Martin Hedge promotion to development manager. Good PR, Iraq. Stocks released to market. Prepare assets to be shed. Red Cross continue approved. Low profile. Make sure investments are ready. Shenzhou. Recruitment and preliminary research. Start Monarch Security Branch in London. Begin Cronin Tech Division. March, 50% funding for survival plan achieved. That's pretty quickly in 3 years. Actually, yeah, he began beginning of 99, yeah. So 4 years. Okay, January 4th, Mars. Cheek with NASA, sell operations to Nicholas Bates. Lifeboat planning session, 5 years in, stay strong, one path. Be sure to get good amount of shares. Facebook, February 3rd. July, 75% funding for survival plan achieved. Also pretty quickly, contact all rep connections. Republican or rep with a B? I think a B. Give assistance to pass Norwan's Act. Attend presidential gala PR. I think it is Republican, but Nervous Act. Bush re-elected. Southeast Asia earthquake. Global PR campaign. Send emergency aid to Thailand visible. March Lifeboat planning session. Facebook. Get good shares. December. Resolve Ridley issue. YouTube, get involved early. Senator Ridley questioning Monarch authority. Develop a resolution plan. Gibson to lead team. List Senator Ridley, Chairman Sanders, Derek Moll, Judge Adams. 2005, Katrina, August 29th. April 23, YouTube launching. Wow, was it only in 2005? Acquire stocks, launch PR campaign service. Possible mystery woman sighting. Several reports of her in Bradbury area. No confirmation. Sweeping area for possible leads. Phase 1 complete. Total funding achieved. Call Bob at Embassy. PMC surveillance services offer. London, July 7th. Katrina team begin planting Monarch into police force. Build list of officers who are not viable. Riverport police force takeover begins. Get deal for London. Subprime cleanup for Monarch. 135% above expectation. 100% funding for survival plan achieved. London, Katrina, YouTube, international buyout, curb all sources of inquiry. Media buyout, second wave, get share of Twitter. Buy Riverport Monarch HQ lot. Twitter do not sell before 2013. Remember PR tweet. July commence Chrono Tech Division research for sustainable stutter-proof suits, stutter-proof field, strikers with combat for protection against shifter. Hopeless to remember. Hopeless to remember, okay. 2006. Flight 778, not sure what it is. Growing attention requires a spokesperson. Martin Hedge promotion to spokesperson. Roadmap development for next steps. Lifeboat feasibility discussions. Sell stock before bank crisis 2007. Buy Pharmacorp for swine flu mania. Cheap. Yeah, pig flu we called it, I think, here in Europe or in Holland. Or the Mexican flu, I don't know. Obtain Apple stock. Prepare for Dow Jones crash, no mystery woman sightings 2 year. Buy oil, arrange TV interview, Virginia, April 16, stockpile Apple shares, get market share, buy Nokia, Samsung, LG. iPhone announcement January 9th, 2007. Chronon regulation issue unresolved. iPhone release, get Apple stocks a lot. Peru disaster. Dr. Joyce surveillance update, still developing. Unknown device at the workshop. Financial crisis starts in 2007 September. I thought it was 2008, but it's 7. PR opportunity big. Peru. Hedge to expand Monarch security. July begin funding for Riverport University. May. But what I don't understand, Dr. Kim was working at the university, but he's also already since 1999 or whatever in charge of or working for Monarch. Maybe it's some private public corporation or something. May begin construction of Monarch Tower, barrel $100+. This is the time to sell. Call Mickett, shareholder presentation, Fermi telescope launch, transfer research resources to Chrono Research. Call all Congress contacts, Monarch PR round important, buy AN 3100 Tech, Dow Jones 777p, 777 points, September 29th. Expand tech team, mass recruitment, Chrono division, finally access to Help Corp resources. Oil 100%, Dow plummet. Transfer all research to Chrono regulation issue. Chrono Tech Alpha, still no solution. To shit, man, we have to go a lot. To research alternative. Chronon research blocked. Research, no mystery woman sighting for 4 years. February 28, 10 years in stay the course. Crisis ends. Show investors how Monarch more powerful than ever. PR campaign to help poor with housing. Senators Appleby and Cromwell support. Chrono Tech Alpha completion 2 years behind. No solution. Cheap investments in Europe. PR preparations for Haiti. Dr. Joyce surveillance intel. Williams workshop intel inspected Williams' workshop. Intel inspected research inside. Property suggests that he may be developing the very device we require. Could potentially solve Chronon research book. Lifeboat proposal complete. No solution for Chronon regulation. Alternative Chronon solution needed. Swine flu epidemic. Have pharma patents in place. Sell rights cheap PR. Sell rights cheap PR. Swine flu. Buy real estate after prices drop. After prices drop, financial crisis ends. Prepare for subprime changes. Holy shit, he was indeed a businessman, as he said at the start of the game. May 2, Greece bailout. Is that already 10 years ago? Or 7 years ago? Continue invest to Greece real estate. Continue invest to Greece real estate risk? Question mark. Deep water spill. Condemn actions public shaming of corp. Have cleaning aid for PR. Surveillance Joyce workshop. Monarch global crisis aid department. PR announcement about crisis. Sell package to Haiti government. Haiti earthquake. Williams research may be our only hope at solution. Dr. Sophia Amaral. Yeah, I cannot read it. Have cleaning aid for PR. What is cleaning? Oh, deep water spill, yeah. I thought it was about Haiti. Okay, time lab plans ready. Time lab plans, okay. Purchase industrial district. Industrial bio dry dock purchase negotiations. Dry dock purchase negotiations begin. Examine Joyce Chronon device. Search for solutions for Chronon tech and lifeboat. Recruitment CERN team member. CERN traps antimatter. Continue Annabelle at CERN. Contact Annabelle at CERN. Haiti massive PR. Danger. What does it say? Well, Greece plan 2010. There's something. Danger. Leaks. WikiLeaks. Danger. Okay. Williams Chronon device is the solution. Chronon device repurpose. CFR. Dr. Kim proposes battery for lifeboat. Can reverse engineer to build Chronon tech. Mystery woman must sell package. Okay, July 2010. This is not too long ago since in-game. Williams research obtained. Mystery woman must have warned him of end of time. Still believes it can be fixed. Chronon device developed to stop fracture. William Chronon's device is the solution. That they see that in September, October. Chronon device repurpose, okay. It's proposed as battery for lifeboat. And Chronon tech. Reopen Chronon division. Block alleviated. HQ construction complete. Emerald on board in December. Assure public about Monarch transparency. No risk to Monarch confirmed. WikiLeaks. Okay. 11. September 70. Occupy Wall Street. Put security detail on people at list F12. Tread lightly on PR matters. Convince Senator Adams. Findings to inform new tech development cycle. Sickness cure development begins. Japan tsunami 2011. PR against nuclear. Press conference at Tokyo. Kudosaki. Arab Spring begins. Too much of a mess starts here. Get rid of Middle East investments early. CFR examination complete. Future visions increasing. Two paths. Illusion of choice. That's also why there's always a junction. There's only one path. Okay, that's his illusion that he thinks he has two. That he thinks he has a choice. Time tech training recruits. Contact Liam Burke, highly regarded prospect. Use Greek crisis to get cheap real estate in Europe. August 11. Lifeboat development, Cronin harvesting, stutter-proof combat gear, shifter research, sickness cure. Oh, it goes really quickly now. New Cronin tech development proposal. Call GPL, Frank Sim, what's its number? NASA Curiosity launch. Use Greek crisis, okay, we already had that one. Occupy Wall Street, Mid-East, NASA, Japan. Was there? Yeah, the Japan tsunami. Was it in Japan, or? I thought it was also in Sri Lanka or whatever. Alright, Curiosity landing Mars. Call to GPO, congratulations. Monarch Robotics presentation, PR event. Okay. CERN discover Higgs boson. Connect Cronon scientist with Swiss contact. Keep Monarch results a secret. Visit Large Hadron Collider. Cronon tech harness prototype completion. Final change to remove Snowden link. Curiosity June, Higgs boson, Greece, Greek farce 2, India, op 2012. November, vision shifters emerging before end of time. Is this possible? Must push striker tech to prepare. Hatch to India. Okay, somehow you went to India. Fund Bloomberg, sell EMF package. Greek bailout 2, February 21st. Lifeboat participant list, first draft. November, vision, okay. Hatch handles Culvert op NS1. Get rid of Razan. India power blackout, July 30. Temporary solution by Sophia Emerald. Sickness treatment development complete. Alleviate symptoms, only a band-aid. More work needed. 2013. Soldiers prepped for conditions of end of time. Time tech training complete. Prepare for Ebola epidemic. Buy patents list 312. Sell Russian stocks. Hearing voices past, future blending together. Get Riverport mayor to support campus plan. Year for Monarch Chrono research breakthrough. Call in Senator Appleby to... What's this? Yeah, I don't can. To about protection in Senate to adjust his position in Senate or something. Snowden critical to Barry Cable. Get Riverport major to support campus plan. Have Monarch 8 ready. PR. Yolanda Typhoon. Pay Philippine security minister. Cuban investments. Riverport police takeover complete. All officers against our agenda dealt with. New recruits come from Monarch training pool. Snowden leak. Erase all connections to SB. Senator. I have no idea. Turn critical cable to advantage. SB, yeah, it's probably something really, how do you say it, obvious, but I cannot really come up with it. Artemis vision of Artemis connection to shifters. What does this mean? 2014. By the way, I'm saving the video to be sure because I cannot read this again afterwards. So if my PC crashes, I'm fucked. 1 sec. Alright, back we are. Cronin division. New recruits needed. References: Jacob Sinkant, Max Setmak, Fiona Miller, Tris Lavine. Ebola outbreak. Finalize lifeboat participant list. Must all pass health standard test by April 7th. Leave seat open for Jack Joyce just in case. Scientists, diplomats, soldiers, engineers, necessary striker sounds. Invest. Tech corporate agenda. Or something like that. Corporate. Pharma stock, Ebola pharma stock, Ukraine Monarch HQ plans already. Alright, we have Cronon Division new recruits, finalized lifeboat participant quiz, Ebola outbreak, pharma stock skyrocket, sell to MT, launch PR campaign for Monarch International, 15 years in state of course, weight of the world. April 28th, US sanctions Russia, make deal with Ivan S, withdraw assets from Moscow. September, Monarch time machine construction begins. Sophia Island labs proceed. Sickness symptoms increasing, allocate more resources to Sophia Amaral's team. Okay, so they built their own time machine. That is not the one at the swimming pool. It is not the one at the ground zero. I think that would be then the one in the university. But why would they call it the Monarch time machine? Okay, whatever. Flight 370. No idea what it is. Be sure to sell rest of stock at May. Cuba, December 17, investments ready, roll the changes, wait for infrastructure stock to soar and sell. Visions of ET disrupting, end of time disrupting reality, more frequent without warning, affecting daily activities, treatment becoming less effective to block these. Visions. Start cooperations with PMC, Ukraine February 22nd, announce Monarch Security Protocol number 12, start Nepal PR program, May, lifeboat alpha phase construction begins, October, get Reckley on our side, promise a seat at lifeboat for allegiance. Reckley, okay. July, find Artemis, Hatch heading a team to find Artemis. Yeah, what was it? There was also I think a vision he had of Artemis, but that is like a mythical figure, I guess. So who is the real Artemis? I have no idea. 2015 Riverport election, Reckley becomes mayor. That's the same Reckley that this year will promise a seat at lifeboat for allegiance. Use this to our advantage. Time sickness research must be accelerated. December, model 013NF, striker suit tech proto complete. Lifeboat project critical phase. Recurring vision Artemis, prevalent visions of Artemis at the end of time, must look into this. Nepal quake, April 25th. He was already also here for Nepal, I guess. Start Nepal PR program, so he's even before the disaster turning people's minds. PR opportunity, massive. Use same approaches with Haiti. New phase of matter found. Get project staff on board. Implement changes to Cronon harness. 1 year until cycle ends. Stay the course. What is a cycle? Okay. 2016. Ah, okay. That is when this is 1 year before the time fracture at the university. September 18, Volkswagen, erase Monarch Trail. That's like the scamming with the emission numbers. Sickness cure prototype sabotaged. Who is responsible? Possible suspects: Fiona Miller, Trevor Calloway, Chase Lucas. What about Martin Hedge? Juggernaut prototype ready. That's the heavy, I guess. Nepal HQ secret projects critical. Contingency plan to hide evidence during heist. Shift the blame. August, proposed plans to demolish university library. Somebody working against Monarch. High security files have been tampered with. Must build team to expose traitor. That would be Charlie, who is coming on the team. 1 year until soccer ends. Okay. 2016. How many do we have left? Not that much. The end of time lifeboat must be ready. October, serve for Central or whatever, July. Same model as University, tested, approved. Monarch time machine, frame completed. Time machine, same model as University, tested, approved. So they also have their own time machine. That is the one, of course, where the core is now. The one at the top floor of the Monarch HQ building. Calculations fixed from University machine. So was he aware of the calculations? Yeah, afterwards he was aware there were faults, but maybe at the time, when at the beginning of the game he stepped into it, he was not. I don't know. Awaiting core from University. Yeah, okay, this is the first phase of their plan, I guess, for the real action going on. Who is responsible for Dr. Kim's fate? Maybe he wasn't himself responsible, then maybe it was indeed Martin Hedge. Traitor still not exposed. Assign Liam Burke to hunt down traitor. Hedge. Question Sophia allegiance. Ignore. Yeah, Hedge is planting some seeds into everybody's head. Strategic seeds, but yeah, Paul doesn't buy it. April, Shifter research, Dr. Kim. Begin research on Dr. Kim's condition. Use research to develop weapons against shifters. By the way, Hedge was also present at the so-called accident, in between brackets, of Dr. Kim. So chances that he was involved or the cause of his death are huge. October 8th, fracture begins. University heist, retrieve time machine core. October 8th, William Joyce dead. Vision came true. One path, stay the course, see this through. By the way, this is the second protagonist of the game dying. That's all pretty serious, heavy shit. Beth and William. But when William died, I thought, the time we will just change everything. I still think that a bit, maybe also on Beth. On the other hand, the order of events cannot be changed, so I don't know if there's room for that. If they don't bring them back, actually maybe I would find the game stronger for it. Like really, being really genuinely dark. Or dark, like serious. Cronin weaponry prototypes complete. August phase 2 complete. All tech prototypes approved. Recurring vision, William dies. His death is inevitable. Prepare for this. Yeah, that's what I mean by first I thought they will come back, but indeed maybe his death is inevitable. Maybe he can come back, but then he will die again and again and again, just like Beth. Lifeboat Alpha prototype test success. Sustainability still questionable. We'll sort out in phase 3. Monarchala, reveal quantum field regulator, address concerns regarding fracture onset, reassert control of Monarch, assure lifeboat participants that phase 2 is complete. By the way, that is also pretty important sometimes, to just reassert your control. Like that people maybe are sleeping in or are hatching their own plans, like Martin Hedge, no pun intended. Anyway, sometimes you have to explicitly speak it out. Guys, I am the leader. I am in control. That's I'm also telling this because it's quite useful for in my own work. Like, once in a while, reassert the relations. Alright. Folks getting louder, visions. Voice is getting louder, visions increasing. Treatment no longer alleviates the symptoms. Doubling dose. Retrieve time to one path, stay the course, see this through! Exclamation mark. Mystery woman from End of Time is Beth Wilder. Is she connected to Artemis? Okay, so he knows that since the fracture there, and how does he know? That is probably because of the standoff she had with Liam Burke. October 9th, second time machine still exists. Whoa! Must find. Essential to maintain control over next steps. October 9th. Stutter escalation already at 2020 levels. How? October 9th. They are trying to weaken my conviction. Cannot give in. No idea who is that is, but who they is. Alright, we are now going to the future. In what distant deeps or skies burnt the fire in thine eyes? On what wings dare he aspire? What the hand dare seize the fire? I am the symmetry of fear. I am the weight of salvation. I am chosen. In what distant deeps or skies burnt the fire in thine eyes? On what wings dare he aspire? What the hand dare seize the fire? I am the symmetry of fear. I am the weight of salvation. I am chosen. Gray area, events unknown. Yeah, pretty simple. That's how my agenda also looks every day of the future. Chronon harvesting complete. All chronon particles harvested to sustain plan. That's 1 year from now. Cannot question the path. This is our only salvation. Earliest time of delivery for the cure. March, sickness permanent cure. Symptoms getting worse. Projected estimate uncertain. Also cool. I am the symmetry of fear. I am the weight of salvation. I am chosen. How you underline those sentences, as that makes them become more pronounced, which they actually do a bit, but okay. I also do that sometimes, underlining stuff. Yeah, when you have to study something, it's actually pretty handy. May, shifter testing, weapons vulnerability, chronon shields, question mark. 2019, March, anti-shifter weapons delivery, still need contingency plan. July, lifeboat final construction complete. Burn final diagnostics, assign team leader. Move assets to storage 014-016. December, November, phase 3 chronon tech delivery. Final stutter proving tech, final striker tech, final dampener tech, final anti-shifter weaponry. 2020, March, lifeboat entry. Fracture solution research commences. They really don't waste time, eh? Go into your thing and immediately stop the building up and everything of the lifeboat, immediately go into the next phase. Try to freaking solve the whole time, end of time. Or reverse it. Stutter no longer livable outside Monarch HQ or Lab HQ. Only strikers permitted outside safe zone. Stutters reach violent levels. August. That is yeah, approximately a little bit less, 1 year and 10 months from now. No, not at all. That is 1, 2, 3 years and 10 months from now. That still have some time. End of time, January 5th, 2021. January 5th. Solution to fracture. Earliest estimated delivery 7 subjective years after end of time. January 5th. Phase 3 complete. End of time preparation. What was phase 2? So let's see the phases. Phase 2 complete. All tech prototypes approved. We also have phase 1. Where the holy hell? Phase 1. Total funding achieved. Phase 1 is funding. Phase 2 is preparation, I guess. Phase 3, yeah, we also saw it in another collectible what the phases were, but phase 3, Chronon Tech delivery. End of preparation. So phase 2 is Chronon Tech delivery. No, that's phase 3. Then it marks the end of the phase, but it also marks the beginning of the phases, I guess. So let's see. Phase 3 Chronon Tech delivery. Phase 1. Phase 1 should be here. Somewhere, I would think. Phase 1. Hello. There was also a beginning of phase 3, so why not of phase 1? Phase 1 by MATLAB Tech Startup. Okay, lifeboat planning session, resolve Ridley issue, YouTube, pretty funny. Okay, yeah, okay, I assume I don't read where phase 1 starts and what it is, but from the beginning or from the end description, it's almost certainly to get funding. And also if you see what they do during that phase, that is yeah, most likely getting a lot of money based on the knowledge of the future that Paul possessed. Then we have phase 2. I would say that is preparation of the technology. Commence Chronon Tech development. Yeah, let's say that is phase 2. They built the tower. Chronon Tech Alpha completion. Okay, but that's not the definitive one. That's 2009. New Chronon Tech dev proposal. Also the sickness treatment. Okay, whatever. Time Tech training complete. Time participationist. They are building, I think, also on the time boats, I would think. Chronon Tech harness prototype. Is there anything on the lifeboat here? Chronon Tech lifeboat proposal complete. Lifeboat participant list. Okay. So result time track training, and then I think we are going to the next phase. Phase 2 complete, all tech prototypes approved. Okay, and then we go to fracture begins. Chronon harvesting complete. I'm not sure what phase 3 entails. Time machine frame complete. Phase 3 is Chronon Tech delivery. Yeah, okay, but the tech was already complete there. All tech prototypes approved. Tech delivery. End of time prep. Yeah, to be short, I think phase 1 is getting the money. Phase 2 and 3 is simply preparation. If you want to know for sure, we can check out, I think, this. Nope. Nope. By the way, guys, I'm saving it just to be sure. Be back in a sec.